Hey, what's happening? So I woke up this morning and I wanted to do a little bit of an experiment. I wanted to wake up earlier for me, which translated to 5 a.m. I wanted to see if I could prioritize some of the things that are important to me, but for whatever reason, I've been unable to prioritize them. The mundane, the trivial things often get in the way. And then at the end of the day, there's not a sense of fulfillment because we've done a lot. Our bodies and minds are tired, but we don't feel the satisfaction that we've accomplished the things that we wanted to today in a day because we don't prioritize those important things to us. Right. So I decided to wake up at 5 a.m. to see if I could get some of those things done. And I was amazed at what I was able to accomplish in just the first 2 hours of being awake. And so that got me thinking that we often talk about how there's not enough time. I don't have enough time. But what we really mean and what that really translates to is that we're not being efficient with our time. We're not prioritizing the things that are of value to us first and foremost. And time is so important. As a musician, timing is everything. When we talk about music as a universal language, we're not really talking about the harmony. We're not really talking about the melodies. All that stuff is important. What we're talking about is the time, the timing, the feeling of a piece of music. That's why African American music transcends the community and the culture because the feeling of it is what people resonate with. That's why music of the Afro Caribbean, we're talking to the salsas, the merengues, the bachata, all of those musics transcend time and space because of the way it makes us feel. The music of Jamaica, all of those indigenous musics transcend because of the way they make us feel. And we can take it a step further. The Bible talks about how there's a time and a place for everything under the sun. All of that leads me to believe that time is so important. Time, how we use our time. With whom do we spend our time with? How efficient are we with our time? What are we prioritizing with our time? All of that stuff matters. And most of us, when we traverse through the world, we it's almost like we get lulled to sleep. We get in a rhythm that doesn't necessarily speak to our purpose. It's just a rhythm. It's just like, you go to, a gig or you go hear somebody play and they've played this song so many times before that the enthusiasm, the presence, the awareness is no longer there. They're almost asleep, which then makes you want to go to sleep, right? But then when you go hear somebody play and it's new and it's fresh and they're engaged, it has a way of making you feel fresh and engaged. What am I saying? I'm saying that it's time for us to start prioritizing the things that matter most to us. And it's not selfish, it's not arrogant. It is simply due to the fact that time is the greatest commodity that you and I have. And we cannot afford to spend it frivolously. We cannot afford to spend our time frivolously. So I encourage you, as I encourage myself, to be very, very conscious and cognizant of how we're spending our time. It's time. Peace.